Hey everyone, it's Mojaxx back in the DJ City UK lab. Got a quick review of something a little bit different for you today. This is an app called Melodics. Now, it's the brainchild of Sam Gribben, who used to be, until about a year ago, the CEO of Serato. So this guy is switched on. He knows the scene, he knows musicians and DJs very well. The app itself is like a tutorial app. It basically teaches you and helps you improve your finger drumming and cue point drumming skills. And that's it, basically. That's all it does. But it does it in a really kind of gamified way. It makes it super fun to do that practice and you know, do those new skills and learn those new things, because it just feels like playing a game, really. And that is the key to why I think this is very good. Let's just show you around briefly first of all. So this is the home page we've got here. You obviously log in and everything else. When I go into the menu, I can see I've got my DDJ SP1 hooked up there, and there's no mapping to be done. It just basically recognizes a ton of different hardware from loads of different manufacturers, you know, Ableton Push and Newmark stuff and Akai stuff and Pioneer stuff, all just hooks in perfectly well. There's no issues around it whatsoever. You just plug it in and play. You can also just play with the computer keyboard as well if you don't have any pad hardware, you know, to hand. But from my point of view as a DJ, it's great to be able to do it with the stuff that I use in the booth. So just hook up the SP1, the pads feel like they normally do, and I can just crack on with it. As I say, no mapping involved, nice and simple. We go into the lessons, and there are tons of lessons there. There's 20 lessons that come for free, so you can download the app and just get started right away. You don't even need, there's no payment involved or anything, just get those 20 lessons and off you go. Show you the really basic one first of all. This is one of the steps on the 4/4. Nice and simple. I'm quite embarrassed that, you know, I don't really want to show you my finger drumming skills, because what this app has taught me is that my finger drumming skills are really bad. But I'm going to give it a go anyway. Right, here we go. Now that wasn't too bad that time, so I'm not too ashamed. It starts off, you know, with just the kick. So you've got one finger on the kick drum, and then it builds up, and you've got, you know, off pattern kicks and so on like that. It gets a little bit more tricky, and then you involve more fingers and then two hands, and stuff starts to get really complicated quite quickly. But even if you're struggling with it, as I was initially, it's just, you know, you just hit spacebar and start again. If you're messing up, start again. And I found myself just repeatedly just going through until I nailed each lesson and gone through it. It is very much, I just want to have one more go, that kind of thing. If you're, you know, sitting on trains and stuff like that when you're traveling as a DJ, this is perfect. You can just have this open in the airport with a tiny little pad controller, you know, LPD8 from Akai or something like that, and just practice your drumming skills, improve those skills as you go through, but you're having fun with it as well. That's the main thing I've just got to impart to you. It's super fun. Now, yeah, you can get it for free. It's Mac now, and it will be Windows very soon, and you can download it for nothing and have 20 lessons there forever, and that's fine. There is the Pro subscription option. Now, I'm not a massive fan of subscription stuff for software as a rule, especially if it's something that you rely on for your work. You know, that's it's a hard thing for me to get over. But thinking of this more as a game, as, you know, a learning tool, something you're going to use for a few months and then you might stop using, then that's cool. I can kind of work with that. And the promise of that subscription is that you're going to get loads and loads of new content delivered every single month. So there'll be new lessons from, you know, well-known artists, like, you know, for example, let's just go back. Right now, if we look at the lessons, we've already got stuff in there. This is just launched from the Gaslamp Killer, and from John Tejada, and from Lil Wayne is in there already, you know, so there is a lot of potential for lots of big artists. I know, you know, Jazzy Jeff is on board, also Jeremy Ellis is on board, you know, he's the king of finger drumming, that kind of thing. And it's not just about, you know, the musician side of it as well. There is the DJ stuff in there too. So there is, just in the free lot of lessons, there is a cue point drumming basics, so we can go in and just do that one. I might well mess this up. This demands a bit of concentration, but let's give it a try. Yeah, I kind of mess that up, but you can see what I mean. So this is tailored towards DJs, not just producers and musicians. Yeah, there is DJ specific stuff in there. It's very cool. That's, you know, how I would sum it up. It's really good fun. It's really enjoyable to use. The free option is, of course, great. And we'll see as time progresses whether the subscription is worth it. You know, $9.99, $10 a month. It could be worth it. It might not be. And it's up to the guys behind Melodics to actually prove that that subscription is worth the money. If they can get enough good content in there on a regular basis, it will be. But even, you know, right now, it's free. Go download it, go play, have some fun with your existing hardware. It's all good. Thank you very much for watching today. Make sure you subscribe for all our future tips, tricks, and product reviews. I'll see you soon.